What's good, everybody? Welcome to Sync Producer Live. Shout out to everybody, man. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. I'm excited to be back, excited to catch up with everybody, excited to listen to some music a little bit later. So let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. And yeah, shout out to all the Sync Producer Hub members in the building from syncproducerhub.com. Y'all out here crushing it. We're going to dig into a few wins shortly here, but let me see. We got Jason Dowdy in the building. What's good, Jason? JR Northern, what's good? Look at this. Every time. This has been like the third week in a row, my chat. No, I know why though, because I did move it. When me and the homie was streaming to announce the Shades winner. So that makes sense. That's a reason. I'll accept that. Chris Butler is in the building. What's up, Chris Butler? We got Larry Bradshaw. What's good, Larry? Kevin Cheek, Guitar and Productions. What's up? Good to see you fellas in the building. It's Friday. It is Friday. It's been productive so far. I'm close to finishing one album I'm working on. I'm like in the middle of a track. I was working on one before this live stream, and then I'm gonna finish it after this, and I'm gonna shoot for knocking out two more. If I can knock out two more in addition to the one I have to finish, I'll be done with that album, at least for now, this week. That's the goal. And then I can focus on another album next week. So that's what's been going on. Michael Connor Music, what's good? James McGregor, what's up? Seth Hood, what's good? KJ is in the building. Good to see you. Let's dig into some wins, man. Let's dig into some wins. If you're not familiar with syncproducerhub.com, click the link in the description, get familiar, and then it's all going to make sense. It's all going to come together. So let's go. Let's see what y'all been doing this week. We got Rodolfo with the latest win. Funny story that turned into a win. I like stories, especially funny ones. All right. So about a month ago, I made a cinematic boss fight type video game track. I sent it out to the libraries that work with those types of tracks. But in one library page, I saw they had a list of other libraries they work with, and none of those libraries were on the list I have. Clint's list with other libraries I've added. So I decided to send that one track to those libraries and hope for the best. One of them hit me back up with not the type of music we work with, but if you have any Arabic music, we are willing to consider. So my parents are Arabic. I've heard Arabic music my whole life in the car with my mom, Arabic parties, weddings, etc. So I decided to give it a try and made two Arabic hip hop tracks. I sent the two tracks out. That's a dope combination, by the way. I sent the two tracks out, and a week later, the library hits me up saying I'm on the right track, just needed to turn the hip-hop drums down, extend the track to 2.5 minutes, and we should be good. So I fixed the tracks and sent them yesterday and woke up to the acceptance to the library. Looks like I'll be making Arabic music also. Big win, accepted to a third library. Let's go, Rodolfo. That's dope, dude. Like, to be able to that's what I want producers to grasp inside Sync Producer Hub, right? Like, I teach you the strategies and all that stuff on how to find companies, but what I really want you to learn how to do is like learn how to dig for information and like research and just put stuff together. You know what I mean? And he did that. Like, he was just surfing around on the website and came across some other libraries and then reached out to them. Like, he didn't stop at the no from this one library. And that's what it's all about. So shout out to Rodolfo. That's super dope. And yeah, hopefully those turn into some placements, man. And that seems like it seems like a niche too. Like, something where, you know, everybody can't do that, right? Like everybody doesn't have, you know, a background in Arabic music. So to be able to have that and mix it together with a super popular genre, that's super dope. The legendary LW is in the building. She says, I feel like Scott Storch does the hip hop Arabic combo. It's a good sound. I agree. Yeah, shout out to Scott. He's a beast. Like I'm pretty sure he was like dominating the late 90s, 2000s, maybe even sooner than that. He probably still got stuff out, and I just don't even know. So what's good? Jason Rebels in the building, tuning in from my gig tonight. Let's go. Hope the gig goes well. So that's super dope. Philip Davis says, see y'all in November. Just grabbed my ticket for Shades of Sync, ready to go tap and network. Super excited about this. The last event like this I went to was a producers camp where Zaytoven was a special guest, and I got to learn a lot. I was younger and not as focused, I feel, but this time I'm ready to learn and level up my game in this industry. I look forward to seeing and meeting you all. Yes, that is a win. Shades of Sync is around the corner. A little bit over a month to go. Ticket prices just went up, and they will go up again. Go to shadesofsync.com, grab your ticket, be in the building with us. We're going to have like some phenomenal people on the panels. We're doing a dope pregame listening session with some of those people as well, and then other like additional people. Man, we're going to be having a conversation about AI and like what that's doing in our space and kind of how to navigate that and how we're using it. So many different things. It's going to be dope. Yeah. So shadesofsync.com, grab that and I'll see y'all there, man. Kevin KJ Johnson made it to level 7. Shout out to Kevin. Says, to my Sync Producer Hub fam, I finally made it to level 7. Thanks everyone for all the likes during the journey to help me get there. Big thanks to bro Anthony Clint Jr. for inviting me to join and for building a great curriculum and amazing community. It's been a blast and there is so much more to reach level 9. Let's go. I love it. Jayco also hit level 7 this week. Let's go. I reached level 7. Shout out to Anthony Clint Jr. and to all of you for sharing knowledge and helping each other on this journey. Let's go. Super dope community. We got a win. We got a anniversarial win from Michael Connor. Mr. and Mrs. Michael McConnor and I are away at our vacation location, getaway location for fourth year celebrations. Honestly, she's been wonderful putting up with countless hours of me in the studio, but I couldn't do it without her. Got to work on a vocal mix for one of the placements on Beyond the Gate, so I'll do a little bit while taking advantage of the beautiful surroundings and settings. I'll be trying to read too fast. Shout out to the McConnors. Happy anniversary. Super dope. And it's always super inspirational when you get to create in like a different space and you have dope views. Yeah, so I love it. Hope you guys enjoy your anniversary and little getaway indeed. Yeah, so that's a few wins from the community. Y'all killing it. Keep killing it. I love it. Int Groove Muse, what's good? We're gonna get this chat together. If you guys have questions, go ahead, drop those questions in the chat. I am going to open up. There we go. I'm gonna open up the line if Sync Producer Hub members want to call in, or drop it in the chat. But if you want to be brought up on audio or video, you can use that member only link. So we got somebody in this joint now. Let's see. Here we go. Yo, what's up, bro?
How you doing, bro? How you been?
Good. I'm bringing you up, man. You have a question?
I really going not yet. I'm just trying to join in. I just joined today. I don't know if you saw
okay.
I was talking to you earlier today.
Got you. Welcome to the hub, man. Good to see you. This is like a special link if you want to ask questions. But outside of that, then yeah, man, you can keep checking out the stream.
I appreciate you, bro.
All
Okay.
right,
Thank you,
no
bro. All
doubt.
right.
Yep. Uh, Phil Davis, I missed it. Oh, okay, I got you. From the congrats, the win. I heard real decent Bollywood hip hop previously, not bad at all. Yeah, super dope. Like I feel like that's where it's at with like Sync. It's just fusing different genres, and it gets really fun and interesting sometimes. Um, but I feel like that's the way to go, man. Figuring out something you can kind of join together. So yeah, Michael McConnor says, looking forward to seeing you and all the Sync Producer Hub members. It's going to be an epic group pick. Yo, yeah, we definitely, listen, no one leave the building without getting a Sync Producer Hub group pick. It's going to be crazy. Talk about AI and how we are doomed. Yeah, there's absolutely pros and cons to the whole AI. I don't think we're doomed though, but definitely some pros and cons and some things we've been noticing for sure. Frime says, I feel like I'm living 2006 to 2012 again when the CD disappeared, have everything turned to streaming just when I'm getting closer to my goals to TV and music. Now you can prompt Suno a complex prompt and it will make you the dopest trailer epic music you ever heard, better than anything you would compose. Felt like giving up last week. I know the thing is though, is just like, and I don't know if this will ever change or when it will change, but the publishers don't want any AI. Like I just seen a brief I think it came in this week or last week, and they were like very specific and was just like, no samples, no AI, and have your splits together. So like, and it's not the first publisher I've seen that. So it's just like, we still have work right now, which is good. And then obviously we got to see how that progresses. So we'll see. Ray Garcia, what's good? Yes, indeed. We got them level 7ers in that joint. Listen, voice text will get you in trouble, man. Like you gotta proofread that joint before you hit send, because I've had some sketchy voice notes that I was about to send. I'm like, man, I'm glad I reread that, because it was crazy. Fusing different genre is something AI can't really do yet. Yeah, man. I mean, it can only do what it's modeled after and what it's trained to do, I guess. So, yeah, and it can't direct a group of people. You know what I mean? Like, if a publisher hits you up and they're like, "Hey, we need a guitarist, we need like live musicians, and we want this sound," and it's there's like the human direction element of it. It can't really do. Like, you can prompt it to like make some music, but with publishers not wanting anything AI, that just leaves you to do it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And I don't know. I think I don't know. I guess we got to see where legislation goes, because will there be somewhere it's just like, yo, they'll just prevent anything from being 100% AI? Because as it is now, anything 100% AI can't be copyrighted. So let's bring Chris up. Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, I gotta talk quick because my kids running around.
Gotcha.
So when it comes to AI stuff, a guy earlier in the Sync Producer Hub was asking a question. Somebody posted about a new plugin or something like that. that can come up with like chord progressions and such. I was recommending that even if you use that, still tweak it in some way to like kind of make it original. But
Yeah.
like, where is the line between using something like that or loops or samples and AI? Like, do you have any guesses on where that line is?
Yeah, I think if it's creating a new progression and you're adding like the sound, the VST or whatever to it, I feel like that's a safer route to take because I mean it's a progression, right? Like if I play a 2-5-1 progression, you play a 2-5-1 progression, I mean, it could end up sounding like two completely different songs. You know what I mean? Same progression, and you can't like own a progression, right? So, I think that's okay. It's just if a publisher is just like, hey, like check this box if you used AI to generate any parts of this track. It's like, technically you would select yes for that because you use AI to generate a progression, but it's like that's the weird part. It's like it's a massive gray area. So I feel like now, I don't know if anything if anything says AI or AI generation for the sake of like sync publishers, I just stay away from it for now anyways.
Because that does beg the question. It's kind of like, okay, if you use any AI generation, Logic has had their so-called drummers where you could use, like, that's technically AI generated in a sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like trying to figure out where that line is.
Yeah.
At least
it's
bringing
hard.
it up so that other people can figure it out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because, like, you're right. Like the tools that Logic has, I mean, technically that's AI. I think it depends on the tool too, because with it being built in Logic and it's kind of not labeled as like an AI generator versus something like Suno where we're not 100% sure the source of that music because of all the lawsuits going on. We're like, I don't know. Is this generating something that was already used? So I think it's that as well, because that's what they really want to avoid. Like they just don't want the lawsuits that come along with, some major label work being used in some way, shape, or form. So, I think the tools in Logic, I think that stuff is cool. I just think the generation sites, the Sunos, the Udios, and the sites where it does all the vocal stuff with the voices, I think that's where I would absolutely just kind of stay away from for now in regards to sync.
So when it comes to certain VSTs and instruments, we're kind of still in the clear. But when it comes to like full on music creation from an actual AI platform, that's an absolute no.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna let you go so my kids can keep screaming.
Got you. Take care of it.
Later.
Yeah. Rich says, use a clever mixdown mastering EQ plugin. That's technically using AI, right? Can't say no AI ever. You got to be judicious. That's true. The AI mastering, but I think it's like, I don't think they don't care about mastering, right? It's the music. It's the written work, the composition. That's what they're concerned about. Not the sonics of it. On a positive note, I'm selling mastering services and it takes me 5 minutes to master, but that's a good hustle to make quick money. Give it up for Ozone. I know, right? 100%. Because there's so many people, like everybody's not a producer or engineer. There's like people who do podcasts and they don't know how to mix audio or master audio. So boom, you offer the service and then you're able to leverage AI in that way, because now you can knock out a ton of mastering projects by just using, these tools. So that's like the flip side of it. It's just like, okay, the tools are out there we can use in other ways. There's just some stuff we can't technically use yet in sync because publishers don't want it yet. So Michael says, I'm just waiting for a kid to run past the camera. I'm waiting for one to just tackle the camera altogether, just jack up the whole setup. Oops. Justin P says, it's been a while. I finally got out of my old project manager job and I'm in a new position, so I have a schedule to produce again. What do you think of Spawn AI? I think somebody else asked about Spawn. I haven't used it. I don't know. Let's check it out. I haven't played around with any of this stuff. Let's see. Is this it? Generate unique melodies in seconds that no one else has access to. All sounds are 100% royalty free. That's another thing, because it's kind of the royalty free thing. Even there's publishers who even if we use something quote unquote royalty free, a lot of times we have to make that known and show documentation that it is indeed okay to use for commercial use in broadcast. That's why there's issues with stuff like Splice and other sites. Compatible with any DAW. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Oh wait, let's see. Let's go through some of these facts. Will someone get the same MIDI as me? Each time you select a melody, the odds of you picking the same one as someone else is less than 1%. So it's a chance. And in the chance that you do, it's still completely safe due to the fact it's an AI generated output, which is 100% royalty free. These odds are better than your odds when downloading a sample pack that everyone has access to. True. We trained the Spawn algorithm on tens of thousands of different MIDI, all ethically sourced. However, it is nearly impossible to guarantee complete uniqueness from any AI model. Even companies like Google can't guarantee 100% uniqueness. And I feel like that's sort of a part of the problem. But like you guys were saying, I mean, you can always flip it and chop it up and, let's see. Are the sounds royalty free? Yeah, I think they said that. Producers who contributed MIDI or assisted with sound design have been compensated for training our ethical AI models. This means every data source we use has received proper consent and compensation. We build with artists and for artists, aiming to enhance their creativity rather than replace them. This principle guides our research. Okay. Yeah, so I think something like this is this is kind of how I was using Ava, that the AI software that I started using when I first learned about AI and stuff like that. I used it basically like this as a MIDI melody chord progression generator. And I like the language in their rights kind of made things clear, but I stopped because I was just I'm still not sure. And when I started seeing that publishers were just no AI, I was just okay, maybe let's not. And a lot of the stuff that was generated was just I had to work a little bit more just to make it sound like something worth moving forward with for my taste. But say the publishers are hey, it's okay to use something that generates chord progressions and you still make it your own and things like that. Once I hear that and start seeing that from publishers, I would hop on something like this, like some type of it's just MIDI, it's just progressions, it's just, you know what I mean? And then I can just kind of do whatever I want, drag, change the notes, whatever. I think that is probably like, one of the best ways to use it and just quickly generate ideas to where you're not sitting there trying to think up something, and just get some quick inspiration. So, yep, that's my 2 cents on it. We will be sharing the lineup soon with the public. Very soon. We mentioned a few too on the stream when we were trying to find the theme song. So yeah. All right, let me catch up. Garvey, what's up, Garvey? Garvey says, pet peeve, when local music colleagues tell you there is no money in sync, I feel like a bane in the stock market. So why are these people here? I know. It's like, okay. I stopped trying to convince people at this point. I'm just like, all right, you got it. Because if you choose not to believe, or if you choose to believe there is no money in sync, you're right. If you choose to believe there is money in sync, you're right. What was that quote by Henry Ford? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I was just like, all right. Meanwhile, we'll just keep submitting invoices and and just keep getting paid while everybody else thinks it's a scam. That's what we'll do. Spawn is dope, and I think, I don't know, a lot of people use it's an excuse. A lot of people use that as an excuse. Like, there's no money in music, so that like gives you an excuse to just not go hard after something, or just like the fear of failure. Like, I'm not saying it's easy to make money in music, but there is money in music if you know how to find and create opportunity and give value. Like, a major part of why it's so hard for a lot of musicians to make money with music is because they're selfish. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about like what they want, and the marketplace doesn't work that way. It's like clients have needs, and if you can't create something that solves those needs, then they're not going to pay you anything for it. They don't need it. There's no demand. But if you know how to develop skill sets, if you know how to identify problems, if you know how to communicate, then you can find ways to be valuable to other people, to other brands, to other companies, to TV networks, even to artists, indie artists, major artists. It's all the same thing. It's giving value. It's solving a problem. Indie artists, songwriters don't know how to make beats, so they need producers. They need somebody to make the music. So you solve a problem. Now it's just like, can you package that up in a way that they see as valuable? And then if you can do that, then you can make money. But if you're not making money, it's because there is no exchange of value, or you haven't figured out how to create value so that someone else, can exchange whatever with whatever you feel is valuable to you. But yeah, that's how I see it. You gotta think. You just gotta think outside the box. It's not, sit in your bedroom, make whatever you feel like making in a day, and then just like wait for like nobody knows you exist for the most part unless you put yourself out there, make yourself known, network, all of that stuff. So, it all goes into creating value and then offering that value to a market. And that's what Sync is. Like Sync, I feel like Sync makes it, I don't know. It's focused. Like it's a specific market where music is needed. It's not necessarily the music industry. It's like the TV and film industry, but music solves a big problem in the TV and film industry. Like music creates the mood. It creates, the vibe and all of that stuff. So if you know how to create moods, you know how to create emotion with your music, and you know how to make that music functional for editors, now you become valuable. And then when you learn how to communicate with editors, supervisors, publishers, now you're able to bridge like the value that you have to give with, the need that they have. You communicate to cross this bridge, and then an exchange happens. Usually that exchange is your music, their money. And that's it. JR says Spawn is dope. I'm scared to use it for sync work though. I feel you. Spawn's AI is, according to their ads, ethically trained, so not industry music trained. That's good. Oh yeah, just don't use their patches. Just use the MIDI in your own VSTs. Your odds, we rolling the dice. I know less than 1% though. Like that, knowing our luck in sync, like we'll be like that 1%, and then publisher hitting you up like, yo, this is triggering a couple things. So yeah, we don't want to do that. I think we got somebody calling in. Let me see. Nate trying to. Yo, Nate, you got a question? Oh, I think he's just watching. It's all good. Lamar, what's good? Checking in on the chat. Hello in the room. Good to see you, bro. Hope all is well. So Splice now owns Spitfire, or is it vice versa? They seem to now be offering access to some Spitfire libraries and tools on a subscription basis like Splice. Thoughts? I don't know, man. I haven't been like I haven't used Splice in like 2 years. So I don't really know what's going on over there. But stuff like that happens a lot with just music tech companies, partnerships. It's partnerships. Partnerships partnering up to make their offer more valuable. They have there's crossover in their audiences, you know what I mean? Like Splice wants to get in front of more producers, composers. Spitfire creates projects for producers, composers. They partner up, and then they're able to get exposure to that market. But seems dope. Splice is like, they're killing it though. Like in terms of like their partnerships and like their integrations with DAWs, I think they're killing it. Like for what they do, I think they're like the top of like, samples and audio stuff, and I think it's dope. I would use, like, when I have the opportunity, like if a publisher's just like, yo, you can use something like a vocal chop, I go to Splice. Like I will go to, like, it's very rare, like literally once every 3 years, but like when I get the opportunity, I'll rock with Splice, because you can generate the license. Like if the publisher's like, hey, you can use like a vocal sample or whatever for the hook, just show us the license that you can use it royalty free. I'll be like, bet. I'll go to Splice, I'll generate that little license, and then we're good. And then I cancel my subscription again until I need it in another 3 years. But yeah, they're killing it. What's up, Cleo? I just hope the Free Labs patches I have don't change to a subscription model. Yeah, listen. I hope they learned from Waves on how not to do that. I think most companies figured out. Waves eventually figured out they made a bad move when they were just trying to force subscriptions down people's throats and just kind of left like perpetual users hanging. So yeah. Lamar says, do you have a link for the theme song used for last year's Shades of Sync? I not on me, not like that I can find quickly. Yeah, I would have to go into the archives. I probably have. I'm sure I have it. I know I have it because I used it for when I edited our graphics and stuff. So you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. 100%. Oh, that was Gretzky. Yeah. No, it's true though. Like if you don't take the shot, you don't have a chance. Gotta take a shot. Henry Ford played ice hockey. Thoughts on Suno Studio for Sync? It has MIDI manipulation. I know you mentioned about Ava earlier. Yeah, so last week we talked about that. We did like we checked out the video. It's some dope stuff in there. Like I was thoroughly impressed. I'm still not going to use it. I like the idea though of like humming stuff and then it turning into an instrument. I like that was dope. That was the highlight for me. But yeah. Ingru says, I'm currently taking a college course in music supervision at Berkeley just to get into the mind of a music supervisor. That's a great idea. Like you want to learn how to give value to a music supervisor, you learn how to think like one. That's a great idea. And like another dope thing is like if you have classmates, like if you guys are able to communicate, it's just like connecting with people because you never know what people will become or like what they'll eventually work on. So just having those relationships is super beneficial as well. Because you can, you end up making friends with classmates and they end up doing some cool things and then they remember you being a musician. They're like, hey, I have this project I actually need some music for. Boom. And then you're in there. Relationships. By the way, if you've purchased a Novation or Focusrite instrument interface, I think you get a month free with Splice. Listen, Splice they're everywhere. You about to get a free month with like any piece of gear you get. They out here working. Justin says, all I get from Splice now is serum patches and drums. Can't use loops or sync, so what's the point? Yeah, exactly. That's why it's just like a one-off thing. I'll get it for like the month if I absolutely need it. And usually when I'm in those situations, it's like it's a quick deadline and they just want it, not even like full vocals. They just want like vocal presence. Like they just want a voice in there doing something. And at that time they wanted a female voice. So I was like, let's just do this. So Lamar hit us with the research. It says Splice acquired Spitfire Audio, including labs, in April 2025, a move that integrated Spitfire's libraries into Splice's music production platform and led to the recent launch of Splice. Wow. Ahmad, what's good? What's good, Nate? I don't know why I was my mind, like I'm reading Nate Cole music, and in my mind, I'm thinking Nat King Cole. That's crazy. Frime says, I generated a 1960 sample, then feed it back to Subo to make a trap beat, and the way it chopped up the sample and added instrumentation around it was crazy. Yeah. KJ says, can you elaborate on your experience with the Akai MPC 37 and using it with Logic Pro 10? Pros, cons? Yes. So I recently got an Akai MPC Key 37 standalone, and listen, okay, let's talk about the MPC. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process, KJ, of producing on here. I've made a few tracks. My son has got a couple tracks on here too. He's been playing around with that. But made a few tracks, just kind of, getting familiar with the workflow and things like that. And I like it. I was honestly impressed with the sound libraries in there, because I was like, I wasn't too sure, like in terms of like pianos, organs, things like that. I wasn't sure how it was gonna match up with like some of the stuff I use on the computer, but then I played with it. I was like, oh yeah, no, this works. This works. It sounds good. The quality's great. I like the feel of the keys and things like that. That was another thing I was kind of nervous about, because my last experience on a key bed from Akai was years ago. It was in college, and I did not like it. It was a weighted one too. This producer it was like a weighted Akai MPK, like the big boy, and they were so stiff. It was like, yo, this is terrible. So I was nervous about that, but they feel pretty good. They feel pretty good. They got some decent bounce. So that's the MPC Key 39. It's super lightweight, which I like. I may even get like the little battery pack that you can get for it on MPC stuff, just to kind of move around the house without having to worry about plugging stuff in. Or like, I have kids, like y'all seen Chris's kids. I have kids, they will literally just walk through the cable, and then either, something's getting messed up or something's getting messed up. So the least amount of cables I can have around kids, the better. So I may end up getting that. But in terms of the workflow with Logic, what I've been doing so far, so I played around with the sequencer, which is cool, and just like sequencing the song on the MPC. That was cool. What I've been doing for like the last couple tracks is just building out my 8 bars, just like I do in Logic. I build out my 8 bars, and then pretty much all I got to do is just like, plug it up through USB to the computer, and then the SD card shows up as like a drive, like an external drive on your computer. And then I can just go in there after I export the stems directly on the MPC, and then I just drag them in Logic, and then I just finish building from there. So that's how I can do it, or do the whole song or sequence mode and do that. But for the most part, I've just been doing the 8 bars and then getting into Logic. But I'll probably do some more like full production, and just seeing how far I can get in terms of just like producing the track just right there on the thing. I got like some sounds and stuff, drag that on the SD card, like the stuff I use a lot, drum kits, cinematic sounds and things like that. So I have that on there, and yeah, I'm liking it so far. Now so I was real heavy on Machina for years. Like I think I had like MK2, 3, No, shoot, probably. Yeah, I think just 2 and 3. And I ended up selling that. I sold that like 2 years ago because I started using Drum Machine Designer and Logic. I was like, this workflow is way better. I haven't used the MPC3 like software on the computer yet. I'm still figuring that out, and installing. There's still some stuff I got to install on that side. But yeah, like I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know what Native Instruments plan is for the hardware. Like I got bored with it. I was never a fan of the software just because it made like certain things weird to do. Like, it was I don't know. It was cool. Like I just feel like now, especially with the MPC Live 3 coming out and the features it has, I'm like, yo, Native Instruments is getting further and further behind, like in terms of their drum machines and like their hardware, like even the keyboard. Like I feel like the newest Complete Control should have been touchscreen. Just I don't know why nothing is touchscreen. Like if they come out with another device at this point in 2025 and forward, like it has to be touchscreen, like bare minimum. Because as you can see, that's another thing I do like about the MPC Key 37. And like their newer machines, it's just the touchscreen. It just makes certain things super easy, like a quick zoom in, pinch. It's like the combination of an iPad and an MPC because I like the touch features in Logic Pro or Logic on iPad. So it feels like, you're just able to do some things naturally from a touch perspective that I like. What else? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think in terms of hardware, like production hardware, MPC has absolutely taken it to another level. Like they're like, I'm seeing more innovation from Akai than I'm really seeing from Native Instruments, in my opinion. So yeah, if you have 2 libraries or more that are partnered with BMG, should you stick to one library only to place on BMG? No, I would do both. I've done that before. Like where like, a couple libraries going through like a BMG. No, I'm feeding everybody music. If y'all need it, I got it. And then y'all can send it up through. Like I kind of look at BMG as like a distributor, right? So it's going to make it to them eventually. You just pick which channels you want to go through, and then it'll get to them. But especially if it's different projects, like obviously don't send like the same track to 2 libraries. Like just send them different music, but they don't care. Like they don't care at all. The new MPC that came out soon. Yeah, man. MPC Live 3 looks dope. I won't. And I'll tell you why I won't upgrade to the MPC3. I'm gonna keep this. Now, if they come out with a newer version of this at some point, I'll upgrade that because me, like in my workflow, being a key player, like everything starts with the keys for me. So I like to have those keys with the unit so that, I can produce how I prefer to produce. Now, I can still, like the last beat I did, I didn't really use the keys at all. Like I was just playing on the pads. So I mean, I may get one eventually because again, with the MPC Live 3, you got a speaker on that joint. It's, completely wireless. It can run on battery. I think you can upgrade the internal drive. So like just to be sitting on a couch, you know what I'm saying? Like doing stuff, I would probably get one, but it's not a priority for me. I'd rather have some keys on there so that I can kind of do and play how I like to play with stuff. So yeah. Yes, they do. Yeah, effects, and they just came out with some pro stuff, which was interesting. I was watching a video on the EQ, because the new EQ, it kind of has like a visualizer or whatever. But this guy did like these audio tests with the frequencies, and it was showing like some extra noise, which was interesting, like just in different frequencies, where he was just like, it's not good, but looks dope though. When joining Sync Producers Hub, are there opportunity leads that are provided for sync opportunities? Oh, 100%. Like I have like multiple collaborations with members inside the hub when those sync opportunities come up. I have one in the works now, and then some more in the future. So yeah, 100%. We got some guys who got some placements on Below the Deck, and then some who potentially may have some placements coming on. And that was an opportunity where like one of the homies hit me up. He was like, bro, like I need producers, like as many as you can send me. I was like, oh, bet, bro. Got like a whole community of them, and they're dope. So I had everybody submit to a playlist. I sent the playlist to him, and then he reached out to whoever he wanted to reach out to. So yeah, you guys get those exclusive opportunities that I don't just throw out there in public, because there's so many, like everybody wants to, get their music synced, but like it is a lot, man. I've given opportunities out in the public where I would just blast it out on like Instagram or something like that, and would get a ton of submissions, but it's very, very hard to go through all of those submissions, and the majority of them are just not there. So that's why it's just like, okay, if I'm going to offer these opportunities up, it's going to be like in an environment where I know producers are learning how to do this effectively, right? Like how to structure it, how to complete the metadata, how to present it, how to work and operate in this space. So like you guys have the education behind it, so it's easier to give you guys the opportunities, because I know you guys know all the things, and it just makes everything easier. And then it's a lot easier to do it that way. So yeah, absolutely. There's a Clio vinyl dust cover you can get for your Key 37 too. Dope. I'll have to check that out. A buddy of mine came through with his, and it was a great standalone, but we had some issues in getting it interfaced with Logic Pro X. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet either. Yeah, it's just been a like drag and drop audio from the SD card type of situation. But yeah, I gotta see about that, because I thought it was like a situation where you kind of pull up the MPC software like a plugin. But I don't know. I haven't set it up yet. Like I think I installed it, but I gotta go. I gotta go see how that's supposed to be done the right way. I was just installing a bunch of stuff. Complete is cool though. Yeah. I like their keyboard. Keys feel good. Native Instruments keys, like their keys feel good. And it's a solid keyboard. Like this is which one is that? MK2? I had the first Complete Control keyboard, and then I upgraded to the newer one. Not the newest one, but the I think it's the MK2. And I like it. Like I still kind of use that. I've been using the MPC though as a controller for some things. But yeah. Native Instruments should have added 16 paths on all the open space. Bro, it's so much open space on that S88. It's a lot of space. Like a ton of space. I mean, like the space is there for wiring whatever you need to add to that joint, but it is an astronomical amount of space on that board, the 88 specifically. But yeah, but I guess, yeah, I don't know, because I mean, Akai does it like they have, and I mean, I guess it's two different things too, because it's more controller. Native Instruments is more controller based, whereas Akai's stuff is like, this is like just the whole production center. So I get that, but yeah, I think they could easily. It would pretty much. It could take away the need for their drum machine to put pads on the keyboard, but I don't know. I'm curious though to see if like what's next with them, because it just seems like nothing new. Cleo says, random question: do you sing? The way your voice sounds like you got some vocals we don't know about. I do sing occasionally. Y'all thought I was about to sing. I am not about. Listen, I sing in studio only, not on the spot, and not in public. I'm that kind of singer. I can hold a note. I can throw some harmonies together. I can arrange some vocals and produce vocals and things like that. But I'm not like just walking around this joint, doo-wopping freely. That is not. I just don't live in that space all the time. No doubt. Do like having oh no, that's another comment. Just realize the record plaque behind you looks like old Logic. Yo, it does. The classic Logic icon. No, I didn't see the question on the Muse sessions. LW. Did I run into that one too? Hope you sing better than you talk and read. Ouch. Ouch, LW. That's cold. I sing so well, I require my wife to come in and do any vocals on anything I'm working on. Doo-wopping. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sing. I like. Yeah, like the extent of my singing is more so just to write, and then like have somebody else just like do the vocals. And occasionally I'll like I'll do something where I just keep my vocals on there. But yeah. Let me see. So that's it. But yeah, if y'all want to hear me sing, I got something with my vocals on there. Maybe we'll play it at the end of music reviews, which we're about to transition to right now. So we're gonna take a break, and then when we come back, we're gonna review music, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. So grab a snack, grab something to drink. And yeah, let's come back in a few minutes and we're going to kick it, have a good time, and listen to these submissions. All right, I'll see y'all in a minute. Yeah. We are back. Welcome back. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Let me know where you guys are from and let me know what you do if you're new to the stream. We're about to dig into these music reviews, man. Seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. If it is, we'll let you know. If it's not, we'll give you some pointers on how you can help get it there. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time, man. So yeah, if y'all ready, I need to start seeing some fire emojis in the chat. And in the meantime, I'm gonna see who we have on the 7-day leaderboard so we can determine who goes first. And right now, it looks like we have Philip, Nicole, and Kevin at the top of the list. So that's who we're gonna start with. Are y'all ready? Let me see some fire emojis in the chat if y'all ready. We got Jason Dowdy, Ontario, Canada in the building. Let's go, my fellow Canadians. Well, maybe not fellow because I'm not a Canadian, but you're my fellow. So I'm in the States, you're in Canada, and I like Canadian people. Welcome to the newbies in the house. Anyone here for the first time? Stand up if you're a first time visitor. How many of you have been in that awkward moment when you're visiting a church for the first time and they make you stand up while they circle around you and sing to you? You have nothing else to do but stand there and feel awkward as an entire church looks at you for like an entire minute-long song. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. Okay. I want to pull this up over here so I can see it. All right. I'm seeing some fire emojis in the chat. It looks like we're ready to get started. Philip Davis is up next. Let's see what Philip been cooking up. Let's see if Philip submitted. Because sometimes everybody on the list don't see. There's Nicole. We see her. So we're going to come back to her. Let's see if Philip got something this week. Last week we did 80s, which was fire. Super fire. All right, here we go. Philip Davis. All right, Hub family, here's my track for the week. This is the first of my sports playlists that I'm getting together for Pitch. It is NFL themed with a hard hitting drive to it, mixed with a bit of choir background with some horns and weird synths for ear extras. Enjoy. It's hilarious. Everybody has a welcome song, man. All right, game time. My volume is way too loud. Philip, what is this? I'm not sure what's going on with this. go. Emphasize sting ending. That's what we're gonna call that one. Not mad at it. I think the mix, it just needs to be mixed because there's like distortion with the low end and stuff like that, and just like clipping and stuff. But yeah, like I like the elements you have. Obviously, sports, you got the brass and stuff like that. Catchy melody, nice structure. Yeah, I think the only thing it needs is just a good mix, and yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good to go. Hopefully it's not my audio because my audio be doing weird stuff. All right, we got Nicole up next. Let's scroll back up here and see what Nicole has cooked up for us this evening. So I had this flute riff off of a track I made a long time ago, and a good friend reminded me of it, so I revived it and felt it was good for tonight's review. The flute riff drives the song, hence the name. It definitely has an R&B vibe to it. Which era? I leave that up to y'all's interpretation. Let's see if y'all can determine which era this is from. Last week, I was struggling with the mute button, boy. Whole conversations on mute. Shout out to the flute. I'll say 2010s. This is dope though. I got gummy bears tonight. Nothing healthy. Decided to cheat. You can still get a discount on Monster Chips though. The link is in the description. Ooh, that changed. Anything that rhymes with mute is about to get used against me tonight. I feel that's what's happening. Hey, that could still get used today. Like somebody singing that. I can hear that on a show. That joint was dope. Don't mute the flute. You can mute me, but don't mute the flute. That flute needs to be heard. Yeah. Fire. Let's go. That thing's ready to go. Did I DJ him? I feel like I did. That sounds familiar. So let's go, Nicole. That joint is nice. Like the mix on that. Love the instrumentation. All of that. Yeah. All right, we got Kevin KJ Johnson up next. Let's see if we got one. I know he's in the chat. Boom, there we go. Says, what's up, fam? This track takes inspiration from the golden era of the classic TV show theme, The Odd Couple, as I posted in a video in the community a couple weeks ago. It delivered, like the classic themes. The classic themes is like a masterclass on composition. So anyways, it delivers a bold, high energy sound packed with vintage flair, bright, brassy horn, and action strings. Sections drive the melody, while the cinematic transition risers add dramatic sweeps and tension. Powerful drums create a commanding groove. Anchoring it all are the pulsing, funky Moog bass lines that keeps the energy moving. The result is a dynamic hip-hop anthem that blends orchestral punch with retro swagger. Let's go. Let's check it out. Rising hit. I heard it. Exactly, Prime. We gonna make it back. Listen, can't go wrong with gummy bears. Edit point. This sounds great. I can hear this like on a composition. I cannot talk. No comment, LW. I don't want to hear no comment. That was a rhetorical question. I can hear it like on a competition show. Let's go, Nikki, level 7. Let's go. Shout out to Nikki. She just became a lifetime Sync Producer Hub member. Level 7, let's go. Dope track, KJ. Love the theme. Love the changes, the edit points. The mix sounds great. Yeah, this is it could work well for sports, obviously. But then it also felt sports is competitive, so naturally it feels competitive. So it can also cross over into, like those competition shows. What was really good, Mr. Beast, which obviously like he makes phenomenal YouTube videos, but his show, like I can hear something like that being used on a show like that, but his joint was fire. The twists and turns, like it was done nicely. Nice bumps along the road, cool effects. Indeed. I already knew she was about to unload soon. Yeah. Nope. That's some musical gumbo right there. This checks all the boxes 100%. And with the dope Sting ending. Indeed. Let's go. Sync ready. That was it. That was the one. All right. Let's keep it moving. That was we got all three. We got all three this week. All three top 3 leaderboards. Let's get it. All right. Where are we starting from? Let's start from down here. We will skip Miguel this week. We'll save him for last. The last week we just played through everything. All right, we got Cleo. Life has been coming at me from all directions. I sat down to write this week, but what I found instead was a reminder. I had already written the words I needed months ago. Waiting to excel captured the very space I'm living in now, the weight of survival, the ache of holding on, and the longing to finally breathe. Excuse me. What felt like Just a Song then has become my mirror now, carrying me through this week when I didn't have the strength to find new words. This sounds like a whole song concept right here. Let's go. Woo, guitar.
Lately life has been crazy. My worth reduced to policy. It's getting harder to see the bright side. Keep walking forward with hands over my eyes for people who won't look me in the eye. Been holding breath in my body like that's how I'll survive. It's too hard to breathe. Too hard for me. 'Cause I've been waiting to exhale. Feels like I can't move until life feels fair. I've been waiting to exhale. How much longer till I come up for air?
That sounds crispy.
I've mastered the art of endurance. Thought pain was the price of the win. Kept showing up, kept making it make sense. But where does it end? Told myself it's building character, but all it built was a wall. I don't know who I am when I'm not bracing for the fall.
It's the tone, man. It's the tone for me.
It's too hard to breathe. Too hard for me. 'Cause I've been waiting to exhale. Feels like I can't move until life feels fair. I've been waiting to exhale. How much longer till I come up for air? I'm holding my breath, waiting for the moment it's safe to live. I'm holding my breath, afraid that if I don't, I'll lose what's left. I'm holding my breath, waiting for the moment it's safe to live. I'm holding my breath, afraid that if I don't, I'll lose what's left. Waiting to exhale.
Forget AI taking our jobs. Cleo's about to take all of our jobs. Single-handedly. We're like, where'd the work go? It all went to Cleo. We just kept calling him. Great work. Production, lyrics, vocal performance, the mixing, the vocal production. Like, I'm a huge fan of like fire vocal production. Like, I'll just listen to acapellas because I think it's so dope. It just brings the music to life. So yeah, dope work. You bring the emotion, but back it up with the toughest chops. Yeah, 100%. And the way it builds throughout is like, it's perfect. Instrumentation, arrangement, like 100% an artist. Like there's like, you can tell the difference between like just a producer and then like just a full blown artist who produced themselves. Like that's artistry. It translates well. Find something to hate about this. Nope, you can't. Yeah, we'll be here for a while. It would be something like we would have to dissect it. And then we'll probably find something that's even more fire when you dissect it. So let's just not. All right, Seth Hood up next. Here we go. This track is a result of following what the man in charge said do. I'm bad at descriptions, but I guess it sounds like a raised eyebrow. Let's check it out. What's next? Fool. Yep. This is dope. Rich comes up with the best analogies, the best play on words. Did I hear it? Oh yeah, it's in there. Yeah. Nice variety in the sections. This is great. Nice panning of the instruments. Let's go. You people are so sync ready, and I'm here for it. Good work, Seth. Love the arrangement, love the instrumentation, love the energy, the tempo. Mix was solid. We got that strong sting ending in there. Yeah. I'm sure someone will get some show will get a ton of use out of that. I had a comment about the NPC and I forgot. It was random, but it popped in my head from that previous conversation. So we'll see if it pops back. Jermaine Mischief. This beat is a collab with Jason Dowdy. Let's go. Hub collabs. Of course, Jason took the lead with his amazing melody, and I added drums. This is music that's like for a drama TV show, Q-type. Maybe Jason can explain it better. This was done back in April, May, when I was going through it, but I think it's good. Not sure if it was entered prior before. If so, please disregard. No doubt. Let's check it out. No doubt. Oh, I like that. That's it's like a little fun dissonance. Dramedy. This is nice. It could. Perfect timing, man. And the instrumentation is spot on for something like this too. Yeah. That was like a dramedy masterclass. From instrumentation, like I feel like for dramedy cues like this, instrumentation is like, that's like make or break, right? Like imagine trying to use like some harsh distorted brass sound on a track like this. It would be just overly aggressive for no reason. But the sounds that y'all used on this was great. The drums were like perfect, and it complemented the sounds perfectly because the drums weren't like overly heavy. They were like enough to be like hip hop, but like it matched the vibe. Mix was dope. Love the little dropping, the falling. Like it was, yeah. It'll work well. It'll work well on a lot of different shows. It was fun, mischievous, quirky. So yeah, dope stuff. Yep, dope collab. Shout out to y'all. Quirky, nerdy, inquisitive, curious are all words. Yep, and there you go. There's the metadata right there. The keywords. It did. I feel the holiday thing as well. 100%. I think there's some crossover in some of those instruments that are used for holiday music. You know, you start getting into like the mallets and stuff like that, and the percussion. Yeah, 100%. Dope work. All right. Plot twist. Let's scroll up to the top. Not really a plot twist, but just me scrolling to the top. All right, we got Rich on hold off the hook. Another callback, throwback to the 80s. Rich said, listen, y'all can move from the 80s if y'all want to. I'm staying here for another week or however long I want to. So we're going back to the 80s with Rich. This one is an homage to the days when you picked up a telephone and put it down on its base to hang up. Wow. It's been a long time since I've done that. When there might have been a receiver off the hook. When you might hear a recording saying that all circuits are busy. Mixing up Thomas Dolby, the beach mode, and of course, Kraftwerk. As always, don't leave the theater until the credits have finished. Operators are standing by to take your call. You know what? I feel like Rich would be a great backup source for disclaimers. Michael, what do you think? I think he could craft a nice disclaimer if he needed to. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. '80s all day. That would be cool. Y'all want to do a collab night? Has 80s all over it. Oh, I'm about to choke on a gummy bear. I would turn the drums up. Turn the drums up a little bit. Turn the synths down a little bit. That synth said, "You will hear me." I will be heard. Let's keep listening though. Again, man, it puts me in the space of movie intro, opening credit songs. That was nice. Yeah, I say the mix is the only thing I would change on that to get it ready. But absolutely 80s vibe. If somebody's asking for 80s music, I'm confident you can get the job done, Rich. Honestly, I'm confident that all of you can get the job done based on last week. Pressing the end button doesn't have the same effect as slamming down the phone to hang up on someone. It doesn't. It is like way less aggressive. to push a screen button. It's not even a real button. You don't even hear it. At least if somebody hung up on you, like you could like hear it for like the moment. You can hear the clicking and clanging before the things go all the way down. I'm headhunting Rich and Jason Dowdy as disclaimer collaborators. I know, right? Yeah. Collab night. Rest in 80s G McRae. He would be proud. He would indeed. I wish this was the whole music I get when I call customer service. You know, that's what they should do, because I've had it. I've had it with today's hold music. It's just horrible. There's like one, I forget who it is, but it's not bad. It's like I can sort of rock with this. But most of them, yeah, I'm much rather listen to like 80s music on hold than this new age stuff that they called hold music. That's why I originally called this on hold. I added the off the hook part of the title delay. And I'm curious as to what I know it's a phone, but I just feel like the quality could be a little better. Like I'm literally on hold critiquing the quality of the audio. Like, how can we make this better? All right, Jason Dowdy's up next. Here's a collab. Speaking of collabs, oh yeah, Army. Yo, this joint's fire. This one, it was on our list of the top finalist for our Shaves theme song this year. So this was a collab with Jason, Tim, in Main Event. So yeah, hard-hitting East Coast hip-hop with military-inspired grit. Army drives forward with pounding drums, sharp snares, and aggressive bass line, delivering unstoppable momentum, perfect for action sequences, sports highlights, urban drama, or any scene that needs raw energy and intensity. I still think this joint will end up landing somewhere.
Hi there. Hi. What's good? Do you feel safe in your neighborhood? Do you feel the earth move just a little bit? Do you hear us outside? Are we moving in? Your town is no longer the safest, cause you have been way too complacent. Cause we are much more than a posse.
You're dealing with us. I put my trust in God to disrupt the odds. No facade, it's like he touched the squad. Everything we do, close to Mars.
Snarky Puppies, fire.
Express, knows the barge. Going for the gold, hold the bronze. For the God sacrifice with open arms. Give him my last, won't close my palms. Only when I'm reading the verse in Psalm. Casa, Sukasa, fettuccine lobster. Locked in with rosters, moving like monsters. Morals, principles, loyalty, honor. Royalty amongst us, remember us as martyrs. No I and team, I'm marching.
Monty and
don't fold the lead. One band, one sound is a soldier's theme. Going A-Walk, can't stop and stop.
I don't want to mispronounce his name.
That's Zero Dog, 30 teleposse. Roger that, 40 is a copy.
It was like Cade.
Foxtrot Charlie. I mean Charlie Foxtrot, sorry. Cause we are much more than a posse. You're dealing with our army. We are family. I'm a man.
Yeah,
like Cade.
Cade.
My people,
Monty and Cade.
Today. Militant minded, far from prey. Look around the room, we all the same. We all got game, we all could play. Now they can't tame us, we off the chain. Putting in work, causing pain. Unpopular opinion may cause us fame.
Killed it.
So what? You know what? We so strong, built tough. Pick one, get all us. Have my cavalry on your tour bus. My union, yeah, we in it for the long run.
Hey, yeah.
Can't rest until the mission
The main event.
If I fall,
He needs to rap on all of his stuff. Like, this is dope. Such ear candy.
Stand by Foxtrot Charlie. I mean Charlie Foxtrot, sorry. Cause we are much more than a posse. You're dealing with our army.
Morals, principles, loyalty, honor. Move like a team, move like a squadron. We on a mission, we rise together, ain't no permission. We are an army, goals.
Let's go.
We made the dream work, check out the strength. That's how our team work. Cause we are much more than a posse.
You're dealing with our army.
Fire. Good work, y'all. Y'all killed that joint. Y'all killed it. All right. We played Nicole. Frime. What has Frime cooked up for us? Swag with 2 G's. You know what? I think in sync. I think the word swag, I think they like finally kind of, you still see it, but for a minute, man, that was like the main word for all of the hip hop briefs was swag. Raw, rowdy, and dripping with swagger. This beat's got one of a kind bounce that keeps heads nodding and speakers shaking, built for high impact scenes where originality and intensity collide. The catchy flute, we got another flute in here, and pan tapping rhythm sets it apart. Here we go. This is crazy. These Sonics are fried. library beat battle. That would be funny. Let's see how it ends. Oh shoot, I messed it up. This joint's ready. Bounce is crazy. We can solidify with a Sting ending, but I rock with it, and it could be shorter for if we're just cutting it down for sync. But that joint knocks. Somebody's speakers are gonna blow with this one, and that's a good thing. Seriously, I love the way when the flute comes in, it's supported by a cool pad, and then like that, it's gone. Does track duration matter when it comes to BMI? I registered a song and put the duration in, and it ended up being 10 seconds shorter. I think you'll be fine. I don't think it matters too much. I love when instrumentation sounds like it's a. That's weird though that it would just do that. It's like I'm gonna cut 10 seconds off. Yeah. Super dope. Let's go, Frime. Cooking up heat over there. Jason Revels speeding. By the way, don't miss Jason Revels and Jason Dowdy's conversation about sync tomorrow. The link to that is in the calendar inside Sync Producer Hub. Or you can go to Jason Dowdy Music's channel here on YouTube and check that out. It's going to be a dope conversation. And then check out the other conversations he had with dope Sync Producer Hub members. And if you're not a member of Sync Producer Hub, it's okay. We still love you, but we would love you more if you were inside the community with us, hanging out every day. So go to syncproducerhub.com or hit the link in the description. Join us, and let's level you up. We only got a few more months left in the year. Like, now's the time, if you're going to make a decision to level up, to start preparing for these next 3 months going into 2026. Because things are about to get crazy. Like, it's about to get crazy. So get prepared so you can take advantage of all these opportunities that are out here. I'm telling you, they're out here. Let's go. Shout out to Fast and the Furious. Great movies. Great series. I don't know when they're going to stop, but great movies. Whiskey and Worries. This sounds like something that was written in Tennessee. A 60s 12-bar blues track, which I'm hopeful will join the other two tracks that are being played. Organ takes the lead, accompanied by some guitar, bass, drums. The double bass solo is backed by some strings, which I think could act as some underscore, maybe dramedy. Looking forward to the feedback as always. Enjoy. Let's go. Boom. Oh, a Jason trifecta. I'm here for it. Sync Producer Spotlight, man. Don't miss it. All right. Okay. Whiskey and Worries. J cubed. That was good. J cubed. Love it. Come on, Oregon. I'll do it. Oh, here we go. Classic strings from Mike O'Connor. All right, bass. This dude plays professional key guitar. You'll never know. Yeah, they're in my right ear too. That's what I thought. I was just like, I was gonna say something. I was like, actually, if we're talking about the 60s, I think that may be accurate. But then was everything in mono in the 60s? I don't know. I wasn't born for another 27 years. Yeah. No, that sounded great. Instrumentation sounded great. Nailed the 60 blues vibes. The title is fitting as well. Let's go. Pre-68. There we go. Thanks, Rich. That's hilarious. The moment we found out Cleo was wearing his headphones backwards. That's hilarious. That's the secret to his musical success. Wear headphones the opposite way. So now we have to try that. They were still figuring this out. Like, how can we use the left and the right and like get it out of the middle? I'm curious as to what those conversations were like. That would probably make mixing easier though. Like, I can't imagine mixing taking a very long time when everything is just mono. Like what decisions should be less when you have less stereo field. All right, where number one is a driving, high-energy hip-hop track that pumps up the intensity with bold drums and confident rhythm, perfect for sports highlights, victory moments, and championship celebrations. Let's go. Championship vibes. Man, you think so? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because everything is just in the way of each other. I can see that. I can see that being challenging. Especially with those big, like if you're like big orchestral stuff. We need to find like some old YouTube videos of some dude in the 60s mixing. This is dope. Tubular Bell. Yep. That'll work. It's ready. Thing is ready to go. Sports all day. Yep. 100%. Could hear that too, like scene transitions as well. All right. Let's keep it moving. Felipe says, hi, y'all. Nothing new. I love me some lo-fi. Just as I love me some adventure games. Hee. And yesterday I was imagining myself in an adventure game and asked myself, what would a game, it's crazy, like just trying to read sounds. What would a game that takes place in a jungle sound like? So pretty much composed it for fun, and I think it sounds pretty fun. Let me know what you think. I came up with Afro and reggaeton drums. Don't ask me why. I just thought it sounded fun. That sounds fun. Let's check it out. Jungle fun. Sounding tropical. I like the filtering that's going on with these sounds. I don't know. I think it's like a sound within the sound. You know, like sounds have noise. That sounds crazy, but y'all know what I mean when like the sounds have different noise and textures and stuff. I think it just ended. Nice. Yeah, I think you nailed it in terms of fun. Like it sounds fun. It's like major scale, nice instrumentation, fun little bounce, nice tempo. Yeah, I think I think they can use that. A nice little fun animated game. Kevin says even commercial. I agree. Yeah. A more colorful flute sound, but it's really nice. Like the flute that Nicki had. That joint was colorful. Sounds have noise. Y'all can quote me on that. Just like sounds have noise, Clint. That is a quote that I would like to go down in history. Having said. All right. Christopher Butler, the underdog and the Titan. That sounds cinematic. Not gonna lie. This is a cinematic track with soaring strings, hard-hitting drums, and powerful horns that aren't too horny. That will take any sports montage or action sequence to the next level. All feedback is welcome. Chris has been on his mission to not make his tracks too horny since that one that one review. It's crazy because it's just like when you're talking, it's like you're trying to explain something. It's just like too many horns. So like the first thing I thought was just like it's too horny. That's just what comes to mind. I don't know. All right, let's check it out. Hornful? That's worse. Hornful. Yeah. I think the only way to say it without it sounding crazy is like too many horns. Live music reviews after dark. This is epic. I'll bring the drums up. Love that ending. Yeah, I would just turn I would turn the drums up or turn everything down so that, same thing. Just to feel the drums, and then maybe even because I know there's like reverb on the drums, maybe duplicate everything, the drums, not everything, just the drums, and then have a dry mix, and then still have those ones kind of layered with the reverb or something, thicken them up a little bit. I think that would be dope. But no, like the arrangement on this joint, the instrumentation is not too horny at all. But yeah, super dope, man. Definitely an epic vibe, trailer vibe. Yeah, this is dope. That joint's dope. Super cinematic. And the way it builds nicely, and then a nice little ending, strong ending was dope too. All right. We got Truman. He says, this made me think of an impending war. I can't talk tonight. Tonight's not tonight specifically is not the night to talk. This made me think of an impending world war. Why was that hard to say? I could almost picture the troops preparing for battle and the powers that be trying to decide whether or not to push the red button. Let's check it out. LW's over there like, no night is a good night for you to talk. I know, I hear it. DEF CON. first half of this. You can hear this on documentaries. War documentary. I love the sounds. I rocks with that one. That thing is ready, Brother Truman. And you got, they have options too, because you have like this kind of, even though you, I mean, obviously you could like take the drums out of that part too, but you got a nice boom, what do you call it? Bed underscore. You got a nice underscore if you strip out drums, or if they just use this section. So yeah, I like that. It has like a nice like droney feel to it. Great for like documentaries, investigative stuff. Just enough movement to kind of keep things interesting. I'm weak. I'm struggling to speak. But yeah, this was dope. Dope work. Dope work. Let's go. Nancy said, I night drive to this bad boy right here. Indeed. Turned lit. Man, we've done that a couple times. Like, hop in the car with one of the babies and just let them fall asleep. Turn this on and just ride. Like ultimate relaxation. Hopefully the driver doesn't get too relaxed. War documentaries, dare I say, the White House could make great use of that with all the wars they've ended recently. Yeah, man. All right. Let's go. We got James Northern, Imagination. This is a track from a project that I dropped last year. I imagined it being an ending credits track of a sci-fi drama. Let's check it out. No doubt. Could definitely hear this on some sci-fi stuff. This could also be on a documentary, like some investigative stuff. %. Let's add this to the playlist. Oh shoot, wait. There we go. We just added that to the Sync Producer Hub playlist. Bitch ready. Yeah, that was dope. Drums coming in at the end was fire. I wasn't expecting that. Super dope. This is a mood and a half. It has Crime Tension Sonics to it. 100%. Easy. Great arrangement. Yep. Crime scene investigation. Yeah, I think everybody's like, yeah, crime and investigation. Dope stuff. Drama. Yeah. That's good work. That's good work. All right. Miguel, lifetime MVP. But first, let's get some polls. Let's get some polls out there. And see who y'all voting for tonight. Cause we had some. Okay, let me take this down, mute this so we don't get crazy audio. I can hear this being used on the next Equalizer with Denzel. Oh yeah, definitely need another Equalizer. That's a good movie. It's hard to find like good movies like these days. Honestly, sometimes I'll go back and just like watch some like older classic joints. Like the story, I feel like the storylines they used to just hit better. Now it's just like, what is this even about? What's happening? Confusion. All right. All right. What y'all thinking? LW says, let's see what LW talking about. Says, I've already declared the underdog and the Titan the winner. Anything else will not be recognized as legitimate. How did you just like Debo everybody out of a vote? Oh man. She didn't even give the people a chance to speak. She said, listen, this is the winner. All right. That's what I'm looking for. All right. The underdog was fire though. Not gonna lie. We got a disclaimer from Michael Connor Music. He says, disclaimer for newbies, we cannot dispute that our MVPs are resolute and astute. They're fire, we just cannot mute. Palm trees and fire music gonna talk some truth. Let's go. Even though Flares, I don't think we have a submission from Flares this week. Yeah, that Cleo joint was crazy. Cleo, good night. Cleo, Nikki, Michael, because Nikki had that flute. That flute was unmatched. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let me start putting some people in here. Y'all dropping palm trees already. All right, so we got Nikki, not Nike. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Nikki, Chris, Cleo, Chris was the underdog. Yours is still up here. LW. We won't leave you out, even though you created the segment. Those palm trees look new. I think they're the same ones. Flute was the theme. Cause who else had flute? What was it? Felipe? No. Was it? I can't remember. It's hard, I know. There's a couple different palm trees. Flute was absolutely the thing. All right. Let's I seen Seth a couple times too. Let's throw Seth up there. All right. Here we go. Boom. We'll let y'all vote. Just know in LW's mind, everybody's a winner. So even if you don't make the poll, you know, as LW would say, everyone's a winner. Frime. That's who had the flute. Oh, man. Frime could have easily been up there, too. Frime could have easily been up there. Frime could have absolutely been up there. All right. I see palm trees. Let's play this Miguel joint. And then I'm gonna see, everybody was asking me about singing, so I'm gonna see if I can find something with some vocals on it. I don't know what, cause yeah, I might have to dig through some demos. It's probably most likely it's gonna be some demo or something. All right, Miguel, almost forgot to submit something. Reminder, I go at the end of the live reviews. Thank you for the reminder. See, now if I would have forgotten, I would have seen that reminder. Boom, we back on track. So that's why I rock with y'all. Y'all keep your boy on track. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Vibes. What happened? Wait. Yo. Listen. I was doing so good. I was doing so well. Making it through the night without muting anything. I got all the way to the end and forgot to unmute the system audio. I wasn't even I was looking for something to play for the thing. I didn't even look at the chat. This is oh my goodness. Man, I almost made it through a whole stream. All right. Miguel, my apologies. We're going to start over. Spoiler alert. It sounds amazing. Here we go. For real this time.
Quiero vacilar. Quiero vacilar.
That sounds better, right?
Qué bueno que hablo en castellano, porque todo el mundo en la cantina me entiende. Si siguen bailando la fiesta se enciende. Los parces me dicen que no se contienen, y si tú te vas la rumba se detiene.
MVP tracks are just gonna be played in mute now.
Quiero bailar, que la pista de baile se llene, porque hoy yo quiero sudar. Yo quiero pariciar, hoy yo quiero bailar. Pase lo que pase esta noche, después nos vamos a recordar. Quiero vacilar.
Yeah, Miguel all day. Yeah, dope stuff. Miguel has that vibe. Locked in 100%. All right. That is hilarious, man. All right. I found a oldie but goodie demo. I think this is it. Let's check it out. This is me singing for those who want to hear this crazy voice that rather produce music. Let's see.
I'm not breathing. My heart is beating through my chest. The thought of you leaving. What am I gonna do?
He kills it every time.
I don't know, where did you go? Cause I need you right here, but you don't love me no more. You know that I'm sorry. I will do anything, just don't give back that ring, baby. That's the way that love goes.
It is.
Feel like you're losing control, you know. That's the way that love goes. It goes after you've done all you can, but you don't understand. When you give everything and it don't mean a thing, then you know that's just the way it goes. That's the way that love goes. It goes.
Thank you. Shout out to my wife, background vocals.
So afraid of my fears. I'm dying. You took a part of me, part of my everything. I don't know, where did you go? When I need you right here, but you don't love me no more. And baby, I'm sorry, yeah. I will do anything, just don't give back that ring. Cause yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I agree.
I'm willing to sacrifice everything that I am just to make it right. Cause I'm wrong and only love can fix it. Please fix it, yeah. Sacrifice everything that I am just to make it right. Cause I'm wrong and only love can fix it.
I try.
Please fix it. Hey, when you feel like you're losing control.
This was, it was kind of high. It was getting high. I got some stuff out. Yeah, I got some stuff that I'm working on. I just can't share it yet. With some vocals on that, and then like a couple other things. For the most part, I usually hand it off though, to like just writers and vocals who can just, the thing, like it'll just take me forever to write something unless I'm just in the mood. I like to write hooks. Verses take me a while. So yeah, that joint was old, so it didn't have a sting ending. It was fading. Here's a hook. We had pitched this to Keith Sweat. Nothing ever happened with it, but it's just a hook. So I can do hooks quicker than them verses. That was pre-learned how to optimize your music for sync.
Ain't another man gonna do it like me. I'm the greatest, yeah, Muhammad Ali. I keep saying I love you, but let me show you. Just lay on back and let me do what I do. I'ma put it down tonight. Just lay on back. I'ma show you what this love is like. Just lay on back. Baby, please don't play with me. Just lay next to me.
Exactly.
Just lay on back.
So that's it. But yeah, those are my vocals. I sing when I have to, sometimes when I need to, sometimes when I want to. But yeah, Miguel says now I want to collab on a vocal song with Clint. We can make it happen, man. We can make it happen. So yeah, shout out to Mrs. Clint as well. I always pull her in on background vocals and stuff when I can, just because I like her. I like her tone. So let's go. Harmonies. I love harmonies. And arranging and producing, all of that stuff. The heaviest I was writing was between 2011 and I'll say like 2011 to 2013, 14. Because I was writing for like a bunch of artists I was producing too. So I was just like in my just writing bag, producing and writing. And then I just kind of stepped back heavy into production and then just outsourced the writing. There are no music videos. There are no music videos out there because one thing you will not find me doing is just out here dancing full choreography. Nope. So that's it. But yeah. Indeed. That would be hilarious though. If y'all do find a music video of me, please let me know so that we can have that removed. But that's it, man. Shout out to everybody who shared their music. Let's see who won this poll. So we have some extra time. And it looks like Chris walked away. Chris walked away with gold. We got Chris, and then we got Cleo, and then Nikki, and then Seth. Shout out to y'all. Dope stuff. Make an AI Clint video. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. An AI music video. Yeah. Yeah, Trey Songz. Yeah, so I got some stuff in here. Like if anybody hits me up and they're like, yo, we're looking for something, I'll like, pull out one of these one of these demos. Yeah. So Clint GPT. That's funny. It's funny you should say that. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of the weekend, man. Shout out to all the love. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the music. Let's keep going. Let's lock in. It's fourth quarter. It's time to level up and get these placements. All right. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.